Today we're back at the first look series with Waves plugins, where essentially for the first time I'm going in and getting a first look and testing out these plugins for a first-hand experience to me. So as a viewer, it is essentially a first look for you too, because we're opening the plugin together, exploring it together, and seeing what these plugins can make. So today we're taking a look at the Waves Abbey J37 tape emulator. So I'm a huge fan of that tape sound, that kind of warm sound that we lost. When we went to digital, we lost a lot of the sound. Now, a lot of artists today still go back and use tape and record on tape, but it's a nightmare. In fact, like for example, I know that the Red Hot Chili Peppers' most recent album, they had recorded everything on tape except for vocals because, well, like it's a pain to like, you know, edit vocals on tape. If you mess things up or want to change things, like it's just you have to splice it. It's a whole nightmare. But now we have the option where we can actually go and emulate tape sound without actually having to actually record. So I'm curious to see how it sounds. So we have my track today called You. It's already released. This way I already know what it sounds like as the final version. This way I can compare what I know as the final version to this new version adding the tape emulator. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like, just dry, like normal sound, the final version of the song. And then I'm going to put on the master stereo out, the tape emulator, and essentially tape emulate the entire track as a whole. And then we'll see how that sounds. And then from there, we'll go on and put it on like an individual track here or there. So let's take a listen. This is what we got. There's a bit of strings. There's a lot of vocals and piano. Let's take a listen. This is You. Alright, so as you can see, very spacious, airy. I feel like this would be the perfect tone to add a little bit of warmth to the final master. So let's take a listen. We're going to pull this open on the final stereo out, audio units, waves. We're going to go down to the J37. I'm going to put in stereo. Let's see what we got. So first thing I'm seeing is we got delay on here, which is actually really cool. This slap, this feedback, and this ping pong. And then insert and send a return the mode. You get in and outs. You have, I guess, a little bit of wow and flutter, which is typical of a tape machine. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't totally know what a lot of this stuff means. Like the bias, I'm not entirely sure what that means. The modeled tracks, I'm not super familiar with this, even the formulas. So let's just see what this is. Again, 2 seconds of it with it off. Now with it on. Very interesting. Is it just me, or do I feel like there was a slight modulation, like a slight, like almost not essentially moving in the pitch, where it's like just a little bit of flutter, I guess we could say. I mean, the flutter and wow are on, so I feel like that's what I'm noticing most. It feels like there's more movement. In a good way, I feel like it almost adds a little bit of imperfection to the fullness of the naturality, I guess is the word. Makes it feel a little more natural, which is interesting. Okay, let's just start messing with some settings. Ooh, I feel like it just got brighter. Oh wow, some actual like echo delay. That's cool. We could do within the tempo. Oh, so you could actually do like a tape delay in here. That's actually really cool. So we're gonna test this out on a vocal in a sec. I'm gonna turn this off and we're gonna test it on a single vocal because I'm curious to see what that tape delay sounds like. Okay, so the wow really is pretty significant. Oh wow, flutter's almost like a tremolo. That's really interesting. Wow, that is cool.
I need to see this through.
Wow, that is a cool effect. Just like, obviously, we wouldn't put it on the final version, but that is a cool overall effect to use on like an instrument. That is cool. That is a really interesting effect. All right, I like that. That's a cool effect just to use on something. Well, you can get some serious saturation out of it. Very stereo saturation. I'm curious what it would sound like. This sound like mono. Wow, you even have controls of the filters of the delay. All right, this is really, really cool. Let's see if we have some factory presets. And let's go Abbey Road default. Again, dry sound. Wet sound. Very cool. All right, let's do this. Let's go over and put this on an individual track. Let's put it on the main vocal.
I'm in this, I'm committed.
I feel like it splits it a little bit and creates this like, almost like a wideness to it. That could be from like some sort of like degradation in the modulation, and like the modulation's making it sound wider. I want to mess with the delay though now. You can hear the slight now 16th note. Oh, okay, so this is change. This is slap. This is the feedback level. That's such a cool effect. Okay, again, dry. Well, I like that as a delay, man. Just using it as a delay is really... I'm a huge fan of the tape delay sound in general. This is a very, very nice tape delay. Again, dry. Wet. Wow, I like this a lot. Again, now in the mix, dry mix. Wet mix. Okay, so something is delaying it in. We have a setting in here that's delaying it actually in the actual track. It was this send and return. It was sending it out first and returning it, and that was creating a delay, as you can see. Put it back into insert. Now it's in time. But do you hear that echo? I like this as an echo. Ooh. Adds such a nice depth and fullness to this. All right, last thing. Let's take a listen to it on an acoustic guitar. Okay, now we're gonna try it in mono because this guitar is in mono. Again, dry. Let's go to a factory preset that they have. Let's go this guitar, number 61. Oh, okay. If you want a little fuzzy guitar, very interesting. Okay, okay. Let's try Fuzzbox Stereo or Fuzzbox Stereo 1. See, now you could use this as an effect if you wanted to turn this acoustic guitar into an electric guitar. That's an option as well. You know, given that kind of crunchy sound. Adding a little delay. I mean, that's a fat sound, man. All right, let's continue. Let's do one more. Let's go. Let's use it as a delay. Attack of the Fly. Time Flies. Time Flies. Attack of the Time Flies. Okay. Very interesting. Next one. See, as a tremolo, I can see myself using this as a tremolo. One thing I wish that they had was I wish that they had a synced rate where like you could sync it to the tempo of the track so you know it's definitely time. Because now you're getting tape emulation and tremolo all in one. Like that, I like this as a tremolo a lot. The flutter is really cool. I like it a lot. It's such a nice tremolo, man. Such a cool effect. It is such a cool effect. I really like the tremolo, use of it as a tremolo. Electric guitar. Okay. Fake Leslie 2. A lot of options in here you got, man. Some really, really, really cool sounds. So there you have it. That is the Waves Abbey Road J37 tape emulator. I really like this. Again, my favorite use of this is that tremolo kind of effect, the flutter effect. I want to test out the delay a little more because I'm a huge, again, fan of that warm delay sound. But even just adding it on in general and adding a little bit of that warmth, that depth, and the slight pitch modulation, this is a really, really, really cool overall effect. So if you have this effect already in this plugin and you have some tips and tricks or some presets that you want to share, link them down below in the comment section. If you don't have it and you're interested in getting it, there's a link in the comments and also in the description so you can go check it out. Click the link, go check out the Waves plugin. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching. My name is J37. I'll see you in the next video. God bless and peace out.